was my best friend, we used to do everything together, said, come and try some climbing. No, I'm too busy cycling, or I've got too much on. Yeah, you want to try it, it's great, you see. So one weekend, we went to the Avon Gorge, and he showed me a rope, and I was very interested in that, and then he showed me a wall with no holes at all on it, and he said, this is Piton route, and we'll go up here. Disbelief really. So he went up it. I could not for the life of me understand what was keeping him there, and then he said, come on, and so I went towards the wall and did likewise, and to my amazement got up. It was fascinating. You had to think about the next move and then work it all out, and by the time I got to him, I was sold. This is lovely. And so we completed Piton route, and in those days there was a nice finish because it was over a series of overhangs, no longer there, they'd fallen away, but we didn't know that at the time. Well, that was about 1952, 3, more like, I don't know. So it'd be early in the year, probably 53, early 53. Dave Radmore and I were sort of prospecting a bit, and we spotted this buttress and really fancied it, which went up at the side of Giant's Cave. So we could see a line, and we became very keen on trying it out. We could also see a line by the side of the suspension bridge, but that happened later. What happened with the Giant's Cave buttress was that Dave and I started off, and we did the first couple of pitches, which were okay, no real problem. Quite hard, I think, but no absolute showstoppers, and an obvious way off if we got stuck. So we continued until we got to the ledge, which is at the bottom of the Giant's Cave buttress slab. We got round there. Now we had, because the thing to do at the time was to inform Redland Police Station you were going climbing in the gorge, and that would avoid the problem of when they were rung up to say, there are people going to jump off the Avon Gorge. The police would say, it's okay, we've been notified that they're going to jump off and it's all right. So we felt, that's okay. We had precautionary pegs with us, and when we got to the corner, we didn't know whether you actually went up the wall ahead of you or round the corner and up the slab, and we were just sorting that out. And while we were thinking about it, we thought a belay higher up would be useful, so we whacked in a peg, and that attracted the attention of people on the bridge, who started to shout out, are you all right? Yeah, well, okay, yeah, just doing a bit of climbing, Are you sure you're all right? And then a policeman turned up and said, are you all right? We thought, no, we're not all right, we're being hassled. So we traversed off. And the really nice bit about this, which I always remained Dave, so Dave went off, and I led off up the little corrie on the right hand side and up over the wall, and as I got to the other side there was a little old lady there, and she came up to me and she shook my hand and she said, well done, and it turned out she thought I'd saved Dave from certain death, and I've never forgotten to remind him frequently that he owes his life to me. Well, that was disappointing, but we were in the middle of national service then, and I think that Dave had to go and do his, and I had to go and do mine, and so we didn't actually get round to finishing Ron's pitch. But the people that actually are credited with the first attempt, fair play, but they must have wondered a bit about. I wonder if they, I often wonder about the rusty peg that was that was a memento of our visit.